It's time for BBB Buzz. We've got Bonnie here this morning, and we are talking about the scam tracker, which is such a good tool to use whenever you're looking for anything. You find yourself in a situation where something might seem a little off.
Right.
You can always go check it out. And I tell you what, there's so many scams nowadays, and they get so creative with it.
They really do. They really
find a good way to get you. So this is a good tool that folks can use on the BBB website.
Yes, and we've talked about it before. That is where you can go and search for things, and you can also report them. But there is just a list of all the scams, and there's so many. But the more people get familiar with that page and get familiar with those scams, they can be protected. They can, whenever something comes up, they can say, "Oh, you know what? I think I saw that on that page," and they can. So it's really a good idea to get familiar with it. Just take a few minutes, every so often, and see what's new and what's happening now. So just so if something does, somebody, maybe it's a friend, says, "Hey, you know what? I got this text the other day," and you can say, "Oh, well, you know what? I saw that on the scam tracker page." Don't do it. Don't click that link. Don't. So there's just so many things. I mean, you can see there's so many different ones.
And that's all the scam tracker?
That's a lot of it.
Goodness.
Yes. And the quicker we can shut them down, the safer we're going to be, and the more protected we're going to be, and the more protected our family's going to be. Yeah. So it's just ridiculous, the number. But we are, that's what our BBB accredited businesses do for us. They help us, by supporting us, they help us to report on these, to investigate them, to report them, to help shut them down before they get more people.
Yeah, and you talk about obviously getting it shut down quick. So is the best way to kind of help that process by reporting it to the BBB?
Absolutely, yes. You can either give us a call, but you're still going to have to fill something out either on paper or online. And it's real simple online. You can go in there and you don't have to give a lot of details about yourself, but the more details you give about the scam itself, the better it's going to help protect someone else. And the quicker these, I don't want to use that word, these scammers, the quicker we can get them off that one, of course they're going to try something new, but the quicker we can get that one shut down, it kind of keeps them scrambling, keeps us busy, but we just want to get them shut down as quick as possible, and that is the best place to go, is that scam tracker page. And it's real easy to find. It's in the footer of our BBB page. It's in bbb.org. So it's easy to find, and it's easy to do. I've reported a few things there myself. So, yeah.
And now is there like a certain qualification that needs to be met whenever you're reporting a scam like that? Because I'm thinking of stuff like I see on Facebook sometimes in like a Beaumont community group chat of someone posting, "Oh, this child is lost. Share," or something like that. And then they're finding a way to kind of connect with you and then message you. Can stuff like that be reported
Absolutely,
on there? Okay.
Yes. Anything that you're even suspicious about, and you can put that in there that you're suspicious, but you can also search for it to see if it has been reported already.
Right.
So yes, and one that I had gotten, and I actually need to go in and report, was a letter in the mail.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's not very common nowadays.
No, but someone with my maiden name had been reported, had died 6 years ago in Canada, and they had the $6.2 billion or $1 million inheritance that needed to be split up. I was like, okay, yeah. So I didn't go any further with it to prove that it was a scam, but things like that do need to be reported. Yeah.
You're like, I wish that wasn't a
scam.
Right? 6.2 million.
I know, right?
Sign me up. Yes. Believe me, there would be no hesitation on me getting that once that happened. Not to worry. But very important, because like you said, they do get so creative and they're constantly switching. I think the last time we talked about a lot of common scams was like that toll road scam that a lot of folks were getting text about that. Now it's, again, like we said on Facebook, we saw something the other day. A lot of folks were reporting to us that a Beaumont police officer had been shot and killed and everything. Wow. That's not true. That was a scam, right? But a lot of folks, you see that and you get alarmed, and then next thing you know, you're sharing it, and then they're messaging you, and you fall into that trap.
Yes.
Now I know one too that I'm getting like every single day, and I need to go report it. It's Auto Trader. Like telling
really?
Me, hey,
yes, that's still going on. That's been going on a minute.
I told you about that last time.
Yes.
And it's the weirdest thing because they know what kind of car I drive, and so they're like, "We found 4 Jeeps in your area," and I'm like,
"Come on,
know this stuff? Like, what in the world?"
Yes. Go on there and report it for sure. Yeah. And I heard even in the green room they were talking about a new scam going around about Spectrum. So they gotten a text from Spectrum to click this link. Don't click the link.
Yeah.
I'll say it all the time. Do not click links in your text or your emails if you're even just the slightest bit suspicious. And if you think that it might be real, just call Spectrum and say, hey, I got this text. But the one that was telling me about it says, I don't even have Spectrum, so he knew it was wrong.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
I was going to say, a lot of times, too, you kind of get a feeling, like, you know, like that gut feeling.
Exactly.
Usually trust it, 'cause it'll lead you in the right direction.
For sure, yes, yeah. And I'll say it every time. It goes back to what you've said before. If it's too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, it's a scam.
Yeah. If it's $6.2 million, it's probably a scam.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, perfect. So again, bbb.org, you can find the scam tracker there, not only searching scams, but also reporting scams.
Yes.
I need to be better myself about going and
Me
reporting
too.
Same.
Same.
So that way other folks don't kind of fall victim to
Yes, and just get familiar with the ones that are on there, just so you can be pre-warned.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's always important. Just be notified, be informed is always a good skill to have. So,
yes,
well, thanks for coming on and telling us about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.